Whether she's feeling immense love, subtle competition, or the threat of the public eye, Meghan Markle's complex feelings sometimes shine through even when she's not speaking. Meghan found herself in an uncomfortable situation at the Create and Cultivate blogger conference in 2016 while speaking about her website, The TIG. After her conversation with the host, literally nobody stepped up to ask a question, with the moment leaving even viewers at home feeling the awkwardness wash over them.
So we're going to take a few questions from the audience. Who has a question?
Body language expert Judy James told The Express that Meghan's movements revealed her discomfort. In analysing the clip from the conference, James observed, Meghan's body language hints at a slight dip in confidence and a desire to impress or entertain her audience. James expanded that the absence of questions seemed to catch Markle off guard, leading to what seemed to be a subtle display of embarrassment and unease. While Meghan tried to joke about people simply wanting to focus on the cocktails at the event, it was met with crickets. In a gracious attempt to lighten the mood, Meghan made a joke that she was just relieved no one was asking about Mike Ross, her character's love interest on Suits. James further noted that the more Meghan tried to engage the audience, the more active her body language became. Eventually, she began talking with her hands and looking more and more anxious to satisfy the audience. Despite the lack of interaction, Meghan maintained a poised and professional demeanour, evidently prepared to take on her upcoming role as a member of the royal family. According to body language expert Katia Loazel, Meghan showed some discomfort and uncertainty during the funeral services for Queen Elizabeth. Harry and Meghan have come to be known as an affectionate pair who don't shy away from PDA in any form, so it was strange to see them keep such a distance from each other. Usually, Harry and Meghan hold hands so often it makes one wonder if they are permanently glued together, so when they kept a more formal distance, it raised some eyebrows. Past experiences may have led to this decision, as the pair did receive quite a bit of criticism when they held hands during the Queen's lying in state service. Loazel emphasised to 7 Life that these non-verbal behaviours should not be misconstrued as signs of disrespect, but rather as a way for 2 individuals to seek comfort and reassurance in each other. Considering they were at a funeral, sombre and respectful vibes were to be expected, but even so, Meghan was a little uneasy. She kept her head down and hands clasped in front of her. To this, Loazel noted that, while occasionally the couple showed signs of connectedness like shifting their posture toward one another, they generally maintained a more, quote, formal distance in place of their typically tight interactions. Those who have seen Harry and Meghan interact enough will probably agree with body language expert Elizabeth Kuhnke's assessment that Meghan's chemistry with Harry is off the charts. However, her dynamic with her former husband, Trevor Angleston, is an entirely different story. Back in the day, Meghan and Trevor were all smiles, but there was some stiffness in their poses. In many of their public appearances, Meghan just didn't appear genuinely happy. Instead, she displayed a polite smile without the telltale crinkling around the eyes. When Harry and Meghan are together, her smile lights up the room. Her cheeks are always pushed up, her teeth are always showing, and eyes are always sparkling. Kuhnke told the Daily Mail that even the way Meghan leans towards Harry, with their heads almost touching, was a sure sign of intimacy and love. In candid moments and public appearances, Meghan and Harry have this undeniable connection, which is only exemplified by how they listen to each other and engage with true affection. As for Meghan and Trevor, well, they seem mismatched, or not quite emotionally in tune. Kuhnke saw many little signs of discomfort, like Trevor's pocketed hand and Meghan's distant gaze. No glaring red flags, but it's clear Meghan's true chemistry is with her Prince Charming, Harry. Meghan's body language toward Harry during a 2018 trip to Belfast caught the eye of at least one body language authority. As Judy James explained to the Daily Mail, Meghan's non-verbal cues displayed a charming dynamic between the Duke and the Duchess of Sussex. Even in the face of less than ideal weather conditions, she was all smiles and enthusiasm.
That's okay. We can deal with the rain.
Throughout the event, Meghan exhibited signs of respect and admiration for her husband. She lowered her head in a gesture of deference and avoided direct eye contact, showcasing her willingness to let him take the lead. While behaviour like this could be construed as being about dominance and submission, James insists that it was a beautiful display of partnership and mutual support between the couple. This working trip was right before their wedding, so it's no surprise the pair were in full-on lovebird mode. James told the Daily Mail that Harry's body language said he was enthralled to have Meghan by his side, so much so he may have even been distracted by her presence. As James explained, it would be massively distracting though, in a good way, as she's clearly flirting with him. He is clearly enjoying it. She looks stunning. He is just trying to go about his normal role and duties, and it's almost making him laugh. Amid ongoing family drama, Meghan made a bold attempt to exude confidence and take control during a public appearance with Harry at the Natural History Museum in 2019. As Judy James explained in the Daily Mail, Meghan put on a self-assured display, purposely avoiding touching her baby bump. This deliberate move could be seen as a way to demonstrate her strength and composure despite the turmoil surrounding her. Meghan's estranged father, Thomas Markle, had recently leaked a letter to the press from his daughter, and she was clearly not going to let that ruin her night. With a posture that spoke volumes, she stood tall and took the lead alongside Harry, refusing to be overshadowed by the ongoing scrutiny and speculation. By not touching her baby bump, a gesture she had previously displayed during moments of vulnerability and maternal affection, Meghan sent a clear message that she was in control of the situation. In addition to her own posture, she also stood more physically distant from Harry as well. James theorized that this was a mutual decision, with Harry allowing his wife to assume more authority with her public appearances, as she had not been in the royal family for very long and she was already exuding great confidence in her newfound position. In a clear attempt to draw parallels between Princess Diana and Harry and Meghan, the Netflix docuseries Harry and Meghan showcases a particularly poignant moment when the Sussexes are being driven somewhere in a car as paparazzi are allegedly following them. Speaking with The List, body language and relationship expert Nicole Moore noticed that Meghan's emotional needs seem to take precedence over her husband's in this stressful situation. According to Moore, Meghan displayed signs of anxiety and discomfort that appeared to be more significant than Harry's emotions at that particular moment. Moore suggested that much of Harry's stress in the situation may have been rooted in seeing Meghan's discomfort. As she explained, he's worried not so much about himself as much as he's worried about Meghan. During the scene, Harry tries to reassure Meghan, who barely glances at him and offers no way to connect with her.
Be with friends in less than 10 minutes? Yeah.
By providing no comfort for Harry and instead stilling with her own anxiety, Meghan's behaviour showcased that her feelings come before Harry's in threatening situations like this. Harry, Meghan, Prince William and Kate Middleton made a rare public appearance together in February 2018, where they sat on stage together and talked about the Royal Foundation. It was obvious from even the average observer that there were some major tensions brewing below the surface, though nobody could have known how big those tensions were. However, Judy James noticed the stark contrast between the Sussexes and the Cambridges right away, particularly Meghan Markle and Princess Catherine. James told The Express that while Catherine, who was pregnant at the time, was more soft-spoken and appeared more worn out, while Meghan spoke faster and exuded more confidence than her fellow princess. As a result, Meghan seemed to have somewhat upstaged Prince William and Catherine, which led to a palpably awkward energy. Looking back on signs like these, it's not surprising things turned out the way they did for the brothers and the in-laws. It was even noticeable in the body language between Harry and Meghan that they had obviously been having discussions behind closed doors about the state of their relationship with their royal counterparts. The pair all but confirmed this by making eye contact with each other several times in what James described as knowing glances. According to the expert, by locking eyes at choice talking points, they all but said many of the thoughts they've since voiced out loud. Throughout their appearance at the One Young World Summit in 2022, Markle displayed some seriously heartfelt gestures and expressions toward her husband. Throughout the event, she had a coyness about her, complete with eyelash fluttering and giggles. Body language expert Judy James told the Daily Mail that Meghan's gestures were little expressions of love toward Harry, saying, "From her stunning scarlet outfit to her giggles, long blinks and nose wrinkles as she referenced him, Meghan's performance last night looked like a small love letter to Harry." Meghan was certainly in her element, donning a confident red ensemble that screamed energy and power while giving a speech in her signature tone. Her interactions with Harry were nothing short of heart-melting as they held hands, and she gently touched his back, conveying that loving reassurance we all crave from our partners. While she made the effort to keep her husband close and comfortable, it didn't appear to help much as Harry showed signs of being less than confident himself. He expressed a lot of nervous habits. Some of these included looking at the floor and ceiling or regularly touching his clothes and adjusting his tie. Given that he had to return to the UK to attend this summit, it's not particularly surprising the runaway prince was less than comfortable. Meghan definitely doesn't hold back when playing up how besotted Harry is with her. During an interview on The Morning Show, body language expert Dr. Louise Marler made explosive observations about Harry and Meghan's dynamic. Watching footage of the pair talking to the cameras in their Netflix documentary Harry and Meghan, Dr. Marler claimed Meghan tends to highlight the fact that her husband is so in love with her.
Side by side, I see a man completely besotted by her, madly in love, and I see a woman who plays that up.
She went on to analyse that Meghan's cadence in the interviews seems a bit exaggerated, going so far as to call some of her behaviour theatrical. It seems that, despite her drastic change in careers, Meghan's thespian past still has an outlet in her marriage with Harry, with Marla professing that she may be dramatising their love affair for the public a bit. The body language expert did touch on one of the most awkward moments in the documentary, which happened during the same conversation, in which Meghan made an over-the-top bow when recalling the first time she met the Queen. Speaking on Harry's body language, she suggested that Meghan's parody of the traditional sign of deference may have humiliated her husband a bit.